The TTC is trying to bring customers back to transit after a significant drop in ridership through the pandemic. They plan to do so with a new ad campaign that was started just a few months ago. The problem is the timing, with the possibility of a fare increase and services being reduced.
Take the better way. Take the TTC.
Back to the old slogan of being the better way to get around Toronto. The TTC has been moving forward with its push to bring riders back on board. The ad campaign can be found on TV, radio, social media, and billboards throughout the city, with the messages to take a break from the pump or take a time out.
We restarted our rider reacquisition campaign probably in September as school was restarting. Just reminding people again that, we're there for people. We're, certainly more efficient and cheaper than driving.
Ridership on the TTC dropped to less than 40% of pre-pandemic levels when COVID first kept everyone home. Since that time, the transit agency has struggled to get customers to return. At this point, it's still only 70% of what it once was, without much growth expected over the next year.
The problem is they're not paying for service. They're not paying for operations. They're militarizing certain kinds of things that they shouldn't really have to do.
Plans to increase fares by 10 cents and reduce service by 5% were recently introduced as part of this year's budget. Costs for the ad campaign just shy of $1 million over 2 years. Encouraging those who see the ads to take in an impromptu concert or show is also a far cry from the packed vehicles during peak times that have in fact returned.
Well, I think one of the things you really need to do with a campaign like this is make sure that if you're going to have a message of relaxing, you target that to the right people. And I think for the vast majority of people that use the TTC, because obviously most of the people ride it in rush hour, it's not necessarily very relaxing. So I would argue that that's probably not ideal.
Recent violence on the TTC has also raised some red flags, perhaps giving possible customers reason to pause before coming back.
We just want people to come back, partly so that we can start getting that revenue back as well.
And at this price, it's the only way to travel, TO.
This isn't the only ad campaign that the TTC is spending money on either. Look closely while riding the subway, for example, and you'll see posters trying to recruit people as employees. And that has been going on for some time. Mark McAllister, City News.